Hey. Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to another edition of High Talks. This time we are here for High Talks number 10, and we are finishing off our year of High Talks, surpassing the two-digit number, and we are doing it in style. And by doing it in style, I'm saying, yeah, we have Andre and Fatima with us. Andre is our managing director at High Interactive, and Fatima, our special guest today. She is the leading UX and product design and IT strategy areas manager at Sonae. So before we start, hi Andre and hi Fatima. How are the both of you?
Hello, João.
Hi, João. Hi, Andre. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay, so
Excited to start. Yeah.
okay, but we are excited to start this high talk today, and yeah, we are here to talk today about UX and design systems in the retail industry. So that's why Fatima is here with us. She has a vast experience in these areas, and she is here to talk about this today. So for the ones at home that are watching this, it's not enough to say to drop us a like and follow our YouTube channel. I sound like a YouTuber doing this, and in fact, I must assume I am for how many videos I've done in these past years. So, if you are here watching us and you are excited about this topic, please drop us a like, follow us. We appreciate it a lot. Uh, and yeah, if you have any type of question during this talk, you can drop them on the live chat. We are more than happy to answer all of the questions that you may have, and we can do it at the end of this side talk. And if you are watching this on demand, you can drop them on the comment section, and me, Andre, or Fatima will answer all of your questions. So, without further to add, Andre, can you lead this on?
Yes, thank you, João, for the introduction. Fatima, it's great to have you here. It's a pleasure, especially because of the hot topics and all the things that now is related with user experience, especially in such dynamic industry like retail. And now that we have AI, we have massive data collections. I think we all know that the concept one size fits all no longer is acceptable for no one. Okay, so I'm very excited to have a chat with you and all these hot topics that we prepare for you. Okay, so Fatima, one of the things that I know you are very proactive is your concerns about inclusion, accessibility, and aging. Can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit what is your work? What are you doing? Uh, Please
Yeah. So
go
thank you
ahead.
so much for the invitation, first of all. And talking about inclusion, it's something that really matters to me, to the company as well, and especially to my team as well. We cannot speak about digital accessibility without speaking about accessibility at all, because we cannot deliver a digital asset with accessibility if there is no conditions in stores, for example, for the people to access the interface. But regarding that, and we are doing a huge effort in the company to have all the teams together and
Mhm.
thinking about this in a unique way. I think the approach that we have here is the same that we had for the design system since we begin our design system conception and structure and all of that. So I strongly believe that we need to involving the end users. We really need to them in the process. These include people with permanent but also with temporary disabilities or injuries, ensuring that we are delivering truly and effective and inclusive solutions. So our primary strategy is simply as having a more accessible and inclusive digital world, and with that we strongly believe that we need to be more and more with people that have this kind of disability or injuries. So the thing that we are doing at the moment is being with them and put ourselves in their shoes. I think
Okay.
that is the main strategy or the primary strategy that we have. So we want that disabled and able people have the equal access to our digital assets, and this is our primary proposition.
Okay, so that's very interesting. What I understood is that you put your team thinking like they don't have their own disability and they try to test. Is that I'm correct?
Not really, not really. So
Not
what we
really.
are
Okay.
doing is we have some people in the company with disabilities, and we
Hmm.
are also contacting people
Oh,
outside of
okay.
the company with disabilities. So our strategy is really work with them have some talks with them. I think that the powerful tool to this is empathy. So I think a good designer needs to be an empathetic person. But for accessibility, I think that the empathy is really even more stronger and even more needed, because we have to see, or we have to have a perception of the world that are not our perception. So we need to go through their perceptions. We need to understand how do they process and how do they do the things with the way that they perceive the world. And what we are doing at the moment is working and talking and having this contact with people with disabilities, permanent or temporary. We already talked more with people with more permanent disabilities, like total blind, partial blind, some motor disability as well. But it's really an experience to be with them, because we can do an effort and try to put ourselves in their shoes, but it's not the same. As soon that you start to speak with them, you can see that. I can use like an example. Think yourself in a restaurant and you cannot choose your meal. You cannot even see the menu, because the menu is not in your language, or you cannot have like a translator to do the translation of the menu, because the menu is not able to be read by a screen reader, something like that. So that's the thing. So we really need to talk with them to understand what are their needs and their pains to go through our digital assets.
Okay, amazing. And tell me, when we talk about, of course, accessibility, especially in our society, we need to talk about also aging. Probably the older persons, they are not so tech friendly. So how can you give me some examples? What are you doing, or products that you may have to these type of persons?
Yeah, so I used to say that the product designers, and I like to see my team like this. We are like influencers in the company. So we know that a mega trend for the next decade is the aging. So the active population will be with more age. So it will be, and with more aging or with more age, you have some kind of problems or some kind of disabilities that starts to appear or to be more aggressive, like vision. So in terms of aging, I think we can also start to deliver a better and more inclusive ecosystem if we already prepare our ecosystem and our solutions and our interfaces also for these people. So I'm not talking only about color blind. I'm not talking about total blind. I'm also talking about partial blind, because the partial blind is the most disability that comes with age. I'm one, so I'm here with blunt. But the thing is, we need to prepare our ecosystem to that, not only for our customers, but also for our employees. And in this field, we started already to influence our product teams to have more contrast, more ability to adjust the fonts of the solutions, because sometimes these little twist things, it's really a trigger to have a better experience in the other side.
Yeah, definitely. And when you are talking about this capacity to adapt and to prepare, one of the things that we are studying and we are seeing as a trend is the capacity of the companies to have adaptable user interfaces. What is your opinion about that, Fatima?
I think you already answered to that question in the beginning of the talk. So you started the talk with a sentence that I used to say. So one solution does not fit all.
Yeah.
So, and I think the future will be more inclusive with more adaptable solutions. We have a huge set of injuries, of disabilities, and there is no way to solve it or include all these people with only one solution. So we really need to have this possibility and this flexibility to allow people to have a dark screen, or a dark team, have a larger font because I'm tired today and I forgot my glasses, or I have a customer in my store that needs to see the ingredients of my products, and he forgot the glasses. So we need to start to think in solutions, because more and more our population will be older, and we need to deliver solutions to that.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things that I'm curious is, because I know that you, in your role, you have to lead with different types of the company. How can you, or how is your collaboration between the design team, the product management, the IT, to guarantee that the applications are user focused? How is that? How are you managing that?
So we are already in that point that we can say that the design system really helped to create bridges between design and development teams. So in the beginning was hard. I used to have a slide with some of the sentence that I heard from the product owners, from the developers, from the product management team. But now we are already in that tipping point that the people are starting to talk about our design system without being the designers bringing the design system to the room. So what we believe is, with design system we create more bridges between the teams, even between different teams of inside the company. So we have a design team that works for all the streams, as a way that we organize our business units. But then we have different product teams and different technologies, and even for the same technology, what we felt was the team starts to speak more and to share more with design system, because the thing of, we start to reuse the components not only for design but also for development, and they start to talk, they start to create channels to share the knowledge, to share the components, to share the code. So what I believe is, again, I used to say to my team, I believe really believe that accessibility should be addressed, at least from our side, as we address the design system. We are the influencers of this. We need to make sure that the company is aware for the importance of this. We need to make sure that not only the business owners and the people that are more customer oriented are aware for this, but also the developers, for the strong impact that a really nice structured code can have for a experience for a screen reader, a image that have the description for a screen reader, that kind of things. And I believe that not everything are depending on us. That's impossible, but we are the ones that need to make the difference, and we are the ones that are trying, at least, to create a lot of awareness in the company for how this is important for the community.
Yeah.
So I don't have the numbers for global. I know that we have some audience not Portuguese, but at least in Portugal we are talking about for more than up to 11% of our population that have at least one disability. So it's a huge population that have some troubles to do some tasks that for us is like simple. And I think they need to be simple for everyone, not only for the ones that can see, the ones that can walk, the ones that don't have any disability at all.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that you refer in the when you were talking about the collaboration was your design system, and you already said that one of the things that you usually like to do is the research and helping to have more success in the products and all the application that you are solving. Don't you think, or for other designers that don't use design system, do you think that could be a constraint to have a design systems in terms of doing the research and also proposing a better design? Do you think it's possible to have both the research and design system?
I think it's really possible. I believe that we used to say in the team that a design system is like a baby or a child that is growing every day. So nothing is static. We have our components already documented, already shared, but they are not closed. So they can have the need to be improved in the future because they are not accessible, because the primer color will change. I don't know, but we can have these kind of needs to improve and to have a change in each of our components. So what I believe is the design system is not a constraint. I believe in the opposite. So I used to say that I see the design system like a Lego box. When you have these little pieces that you already agree in the team that are the best, at least for the context that we have at the moment, to build our solutions. And every time that we need to update our pieces, let's do this. Let's do this in team. Let's understanding how this will impact the legacy that we already have, but let's do this together. And the thing that I really, doing a retrospective, that I really believe that was a game changing for us was, did the design system with the same designers that were delivering the products will the best thing that we can do or at when we did it, because they were the ones that already know or already knew the needs that our end users had at the moment, and they are the ones that best represent our end users. I used to say that for us, it's clear the roles. We have the engineers that need to put the thing working, and we have the designers that need always to be in the shoes of the end user.
Okay, so probably the glue of everything is probably a clear communication, no?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so and how you see now that everyone is talking about AI, machine learning, how do you think this can help you and prepare in the end of the day better applications?
So after we did the same conversation, I don't know if you remember, we talked about this, and I put the in my organization slides a place for the AI. So I have like a intern that calls ChatGPT, and for us it's like another resource that we have in the team. And I'm always reminding my team that we need to have this resource and use it as we can use it with some how can I say this, because there is some ethical things that we need to make sure. But I believe that, for example, for research, for UX writing, for some copies, the AI at the moment are really helping us. In the future, what I believe is having MC are already working on that, so not with ChatGPT but with Copilot. But when we have this ecosystem ready to receive our components from our design system, I really believe that the AI will start to have like the first version of our mockups, for example, or the doing some research with us, having already in consideration our foundations in terms of design systems. So I really believe that in the future, I'm not replacing my team at all, and I know that some of them are hearing this, but I'll be, I will have more time free from them to be more and more with the users, to do more and more usability tests, to do more and more research, and to invest more in ideation. And I believe that the mock-ups will be like final adjustments. So we already noted that with the implementation of design system. So we have a time to market really smaller comparing with 2 years ago. Really small. So I really believe that in the future, when we have a proper ecosystem to use AI, and we can upload our components and our guidelines and everything that we need to have our compliance for design system, the AI will help for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We also have the same example. We are using AI to bring productivity and value to our customers. And for what you are saying, you are doing the same thing. That's I know there, and we also believe that AI will not take the designer's role. I think they need to be adapt to with a new stage, and I think they will help us to bring a better user experience in all applications. And I know that you have Mantra, your design system, right?
Yeah. So
Tell us how can design system is helping you to scale. You said that your time to market has dropped. That's very interesting and a very good insight when using design system. Tell me a little bit about your experience in the design systems and the milestones that you have been since the beginning, since the inception, probably with tons of problems that you already have the experience to solve. Can you share a little bit about your experience?
Yeah. So we have a design system for multiple products, multiple brands, and the multiple contexts. So we are delivering products for websites, apps, store interface, product interface. So different kinds of products. We are working with design system, not only customer experience, but also employee experience.
Okay.
So I think this complexity was the major challenge that we face in the beginning. So because it was really a huge complexity, and we need to start to structure what we'll be doing in the next months, trying to have a roadmap. So in the beginning, what we defined was the design system will only be to address customer experience. And we start to have the brands, we start to have all the things organized. And then as soon that we do the launch of the first version of the design system, more or less 6-7 months before we start the first brainstorming, we said, wait a minute, we can do the same for the employee experience as well. So the type of the components that we use, it's a little bit different. We use more tables, we use more dashboards, we use more graphs in employee experience, but we can have it as well. So we have these two things. In the beginning, the complexity was a challenge, but as soon that we achieve a way to work with this complexity, we scale up our design system, not only for the customer experience, but also for the employee experience. And to be honest, we are not working from a blank page anymore. So we have the templates, and when we need to do something, it's control copy, control paste, and then drag and drop, and magic happens. And one of the things that you spoke before, it's really important, the communication. So we have a really strong communication between the team. And I think that is really important. So we have dailies when everyone speak about what we are doing, because we have tons of projects every year. Each designer could be with 2 or 3 product teams, but on top of, we have projects, mini solutions that doesn't have a product team, but we need to address and we need to deliver. And having these sharing moments with all the team allow us to understand, okay, there is a new component, okay, there is a need to update this component. Oh, I'm working with this, but you already work with that. Can we have a chat? Can we start to do, oh, it's not only for one asset, it's not only for a digital asset, so let's do it in Mantra. Let's make it for all the team. I can give you an example. We start to work in a chatbot some months ago, and we started with one product, and suddenly there was more 3 or 4 products working with the chatbots, and we start to look at each other like, chatbot, or the way that this thing is behavior and the template and the pattern needs to be in our design system. So I think the design system was one of the best things that happened to the team, because really we have a more scope in this moment that we had 3-4 years ago. We are more involved since the ideation until usability tests, and without increasing the team. So what I'm talking about is we are delivering more with the same resources. And I think this is possible because of the design system, and the design system is working because there is a great communication. But the path was not so easy. Okay, so it was a test and learn, always test and learn culture. So I remember that at the time that we started the design system, we were working with Sketch, not with Figma, and since the beginning, all the studies said the Figma is the best. So we decided to do the retooling of the team from Sketch to Figma, while we were doing the design system at the same time. And we start to do this with a free license to do a proof of concept, and then to prove to the company that is worthy, and that will be the way. And since then, we already did 2 or 3 upgrades to Figma, because we start to see that this is the way, this is really the way. And we start to have more and more benefits to use it. And we start to be more fast, we start to be more effective. And there is a lot of comments and a lot of feedback that we receive, mostly internal, from using the design system. So it helps not only the productivity of design and development team, but also reduce the friction, in change management, the need of training, because what we are talking about is patterns, and what our brain recognizes is patterns. So when I offer to the company the usage of the same patterns for my colleagues, it's really easier for them to receive a new application, or to receive a new solution, because they already know the icon, they already know the illustration that represents some error, the way that the table works, the way that I need to interact with a solution to have an input or an output. So I think the benefits are really huge. And there is another one that we received that we were not identifying in the beginning, that came from the specialized support. So we were doing a workshop with our Mantra pieces, so with our components. So we printed, and then we took a phone and some components, and put the people like Legos doing an application. And in the end of the workshop, one of the coordinators of the specialized retail said that their work improves since we have Mantra, because now they are receiving illustrations for the same error. And when they receive a print screen, they already know what is the problem and how to solve it. And everything is easier. So I remember when we started in 2022, in the beginning of 2022, this was one of the challenges that I put in the table with my team, was because we have a cyber attack at that year, and we had different message going to our customers through different channels. And one of the things that I said was we need to have a unique and a transversal and a harmonized way to talk with our customers. So we need to harmonize the error typification, the image that represents these errors, and this starts to have results. And we are starting to have this kind of comments and this kind of feedbacks that some of them were completely off of our radar, but we already heard about them.
Fatima, congratulations. I really enjoy the way that you are using design systems, especially because you are having a customer perspective and also an employee perspective. One of the things, I'm not sure if it was Richard Branson or, well, it was someone that it's very good, said that if you treat well your employees, they will treat better your client. So I think your approach it's very, very, very good, and all the good things that you are saying are a consequence of all the decisions that you have made. Unfortunately, our time is almost over. I have one more question before I pass to João. Now that you pass all these steps, and I think it's the most used scientific process, learn and test. What do you think, or what is the trend that is going to be the future of the design systems inside of the companies or inside of your company?
So one of the things that we are working since this year is the design tokens and the automation of the code generation. And I think this will be like game changing as well, even to address accessibility updates that will be need for our components, AI for sure, and this thing about having the designers feeling like responsible to create a better and more inclusive world needs to be a trend. So I believe that instead of seeing AI as a negative thing, instead of being like chaos in the future because of the AI, I think us designers or product designers should have a positive way to face the future. So we can deliver more inclusive solutions. We are the empathics in the room. We need to be the empathics in the room, and I think that is the attribute that make difference between us and the one that are making the system working. And I really believe that we can deliver that in the future, a more empathic, inclusive, and more solutions to address the possibility of all of us do simple tasks as I do, as you do, Andre, like see or have information about the expiration date of a product, something like that. You can have an example. Imagine a blind person that have an allergy and they cannot read what ingredients are in a product.
Yeah, amazing. Fatima, I know that João has one question or two for you. João, I don't want to take any more time from your
No
space, so go ahead.
This is a teamwork. So yeah, now it's my time to shine. So Fatima, I have a couple questions here for you. I paid close attention to what you've said, and I think that in every part that you have talked in this kind of talk that you had with Andre, you kind of answered it, but I will ask it anyway because, and I wanted to address it like this. So you were talking before about the hiring of the ChatGPT internship, and and I wanted to ask you, as you have like a vast experience in this area, like what's your prediction for the future of digital design and the impact that it will have on society?
I think in your answer you have in your question you have the answer, to be honest.
Yeah, but kind of vague.
No, because what I truly believe and what I genuinely believe is AI will bring some automation, will bring some will do some of the less value added tasks that are be done for us humans. But I believe that the empathy will be delivered by us. So I really believe that our key role in the future is doing this. How can I say this? This it's not touch. This connection between the machines and the end users. So making sure that we are really addressing solutions, that we are really delivering solutions that are addressing the needs that our end users have.
Yeah.
And I think that will not be done by AI, because the AI will answer regarding a model that is a little bit influenced by the one that coded, and we need to be able to have this human behavior and human first mindset in our jobs.
Okay, so you think that the human job and the AI job will work side by side in the future, and it will always be like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's a cool insight.
yeah.
But
What I think is, I'm not imagining some of the usability tests will be being done with the robots, but I know that there are already some automated tests that can find 30% of your errors in terms of accessibility. So the thing is, we need to be able and to be open mind to find the sweet spot or the tipping point between these two worlds, the AI and the automation, and the human and the empathy and all the things that a human can offer. So I think that the challenge will be this: the finding a sweet spot, a balance between these two worlds, and instead of seeing AI an enemy or as a thing that will take my job, no, they will be like an enable to me to deliver more, to deliver with more value and with more empathy, or more stronger and more inclusive and all that stuff.
yeah, it will not steal my job. At best, it will improve it. So yeah, so yeah, but speaking about that and like keeping that balance, what strategies do you think that the companies and people should take to be ahead of the trends? Like, for example, today AI is a big trend, and everybody's kind of trying to know how to work with it and maturing its usage. And I wanted to ask you, how do you stay up to date to these trends, and you ensure that the products remain relevant and effective to the users?
So I don't know if I understood correctly your
Yeah.
question,
How,
but
how, how do you keep up with the trends? How do you
okay.
apply it on your working basis daily?
I think I have a benefit. So I have two teams, and I think uh, even though the strategy team is a more back office team, the demand of this role that I have is going look for trends, understand what is the trend of the next decade, and the aging uh, pop up from the strategy hat and not from the UX hat. But then I did the switch, and I believe that for me it's a thing that helps a lot, finding the trends, to be on it, and to challenge the team to go sometimes like. I can see in their face. Sometimes they look at me like you are a crazy person, but let's do this. At least a proof of concept. But yes, I think I have this privilege, have a job that give me two areas that are completely different, but in some way they complement each other.
Yeah.
So I'm delivering strategy, and I need to be on top of trends. I need to challenge the company. What are the initiatives to execute the strategy that we define? And some of the outputs that I bring from here, I can apply in the UX team as well. So that is the way that I do that. But what I can answer for the ones that don't have a strategy area is curiosity. I think curiosity is the thing that it's the soft skills that I most it's for me it's the most important one that I normally I search for the people that work with me, people that think different than me, people that have different context, different way of to do things, and curiosity people it's the sharing.
And I think that's a pretty good way to finish off these side talks. I think that's the perfect quote to end this. Thanks, Fatima, for your insights. Thanks, André, for your leading of this side talk. Thanks for the ones that almost stood by till the end. If you stood by till the end, I hope you really got all of the juice that Fatima and André gave to you about this topic and about how UX is shaping the world and how design systems are effective and the future of UX and aligning it with AI. So thanks to the ones at home. Thanks to Fatima and Andrea once again. Let me ask again for you to drop a like and follow our YouTube channel. If you have any type of question, you can drop them on the comment section of this video. And yeah, let's get a thumbnail photo for this this video, and let's end it. So bye. See you, everyone. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you so much for your invitation. It was
Bye.
fun.
Fatima.
Bye bye.